Hey guys, before this video starts, I'd like to address why I haven't been uploading as regularly as I have been, but work and school have been kind of getting in the way of that, but just bear with me and I'm going to be trying to get back on track. Thank you, and let's get into it. Let me take y'all back to 2010. A 10-year-old me was watching E3 and pretty amazed at the Kinect unveiling. Yeah, you remember that one where they used the child actors to actually make the Kinect more appealing than it actually was? But that's not what I'm going to be talking about if the thumbnail didn't give it away already. No, I'm going to be talking about another game that was shown at E3 and how that game would give me so much nostalgia years later. As a kid, open world crime games were probably my favorite genre, with titles such as GTA San Andreas and True Crime in LA. Now, if you know anything about me, you'll come to find that I love Mafia related movies and shows. So you can imagine how excited I was when I saw this trailer at E3.
Boom, 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 boom. When you pull this off, I won't forget it. Trust me. Gonna shoot you right down.
I eventually got the game a couple of months later and played the hell out of it every day after school until I beat it, then restarted from the beginning and did it all over again. So fast forward 9 years and I was booting up my Xbox, excited to go another 3 rounds on PUBG and getting destroyed. When I saw that Xbox was doing their annual sales, and lo and behold, they had the game on backwards compatibility. But like all college students, I was broke as a joke and had to resort to asking my roommate. Isaac.
What?
Hey, buy me Mafia 2.
Fuck off, dude.
No, come on, please.
No way.
Dude, what the fuck?
Dude, it's just Corey in the house, dude. It's just an episode of Seinfeld. It's an episode of Seinfeld, dude.
Eventually he bought it, but a couple of hours into it, the game didn't feel the same to me as 11-year-old me had once pictured it. But before I get into that, I feel like I should explain the story. I don't want to spoil too much of the game, so I'll give the bare basic description. So Mafia 2 is about Vito Scaletta, an immigrant from Sicily who turns to crime in his neighborhood to get around. He's eventually caught and sent to fight in World War II rather than go to prison. After being injured, he's sent back home where his buddy Joe gets him out of the service illegally so he can start working with him and a local crime boss. That may sound a little generic, but let me assure you, the story of Mafia 2 is a fucking masterpiece. The visuals for the time were gorgeous and the character development was real. I actually believe that Joe and Vito were friends and cared for them as the story progressed.
Came right over as soon as you called. What's going on?
You remember the wise guys we used to see when we was kids?
Yeah, why?
The guy we're meeting here is one of them. His name's Henry Tomasino. I think he's got something big for us.
Yeah, no shit.
The authenticity of a World War II New York is done beautifully, with the radio giving reports of the war, breaking news of story-tailored crimes, and ads for the war effort. It's also the little things that complement the game, such as the gas meter that can slowly run down and have you fill up at gas stations. I've personally never had the gas meter run down, but it's a nice touch. Another great feature is the police AI that can hunt you down for doing something as simple as going over the speed limit, which makes for use of the speed limiter. If wanted, you have to change your appearance or license plates or risk detection upon seeing police, which I thought was a nice touch. It's also pretty cool that if you're wanted, they'll search gas stations and clothing stores looking for you.
Hey, somebody call the police?
Oh boy, am I glad to see you. I was so scared.
Can you describe the perpetrator?
Yeah, don't be a tattletale. You didn't see anything. Don't be a tattletale.
That one over there looks very
Okay.
familiar.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Now what did I say, huh? What did I say? Now on to where the game falls short and the nostalgia fades. No one mission is alike story-wise, but they're all similar in the sense of cover-to-cover shootouts, which at times are fun, but most of the time you're just hugging the wall until your enemy finally pops out. The shooting can be very clunky even with the assisted aiming, but if you're playing on hard, it's gonna be very hard to actually hit somebody. Playing on a hard difficulty can be especially frustrating as enemies can kill you in one hit all the time. I found the hard difficulty to be almost impossible to overcome, even more so during the gas stamps mission where you have to break into the bureau and leave undetected. That's all great and all until you're making your way out and a swarm of Empire Bay PD gun you down like the degenerate you are. Alright, just gotta move, oh, you fucking... Okay, alright, this time for sure. Oh, you goddamn... Okay, just gotta run. Oh my... Next, Mafia 2 falls prey to what most open world games tend to do, having a huge open world but with nothing inside of it. Sure, there's the clothing stores and gun stores, but there's no side missions or anything else to do but drive around or continue the campaign. Overall, not a bad game, but not perfect like I had once thought. I do definitely recommend playing the game, but I can't recommend anyone playing Mafia 3 ever. But that's a video for another day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.